7 to 55. And that tournament win percentage, though, 5% on AyoRichie's side, almost 20% on the side of Shadow. And, of course, that ELO tells another number as well, man. And that's a huge number, by the way. 2007 compared to 1731. And, once again, that ELO was compiled by Pun Life, so shout-outs to him. But it does say a lot about just how much experience these guys have in the respective years of Tekken 7.
And to defend Richie a little bit, you know, his ELO might be a little bit low because he didn't really start off playing in ICFC and dominating. He had a journey, he had a road that he had to go through, and with that came a lot of L's. So, like, that kind of probably skewed the ELO rating a little bit. But I swear, if you take just the last 2 years or the last year and compile the ELO there, like, I bet you those numbers would be a lot higher.
Yeah, to me, when I look at it, Richie, like we said, maturity has been the key word for me. But the big thing is I think he's still the kind of player who right now he's fishing for a big marquee win outside of his time zone. He's had some really good performances here and there. Most recently, a Tiger Uppercut had a great performance there.
That was great.
But the thing is, I think for this event still, he's still fishing for that big marquee win.
Well, respective sets aside, headshots, stats aside, we're getting into it. First to 7.
Yep.
Shadow 20Z, AyoRichie, ICFC Championship, let's go. And we're going to an endless stage on top of it.
And Shadow starting things off with the Zafina here. I thought we might see the Claudio first, but opting for the Zafina.
I feel like this is because of the movement, right? You'll be able to be a little more squirrely in the offense and the defense when you get away, but AyoRichie's going to take that space, right? He's going to be on the offense moving forward a lot. There's that 4-4-2.
This is something that's going to stand out a lot about the sets today, too. Richie and the stage fight, right? Right now finds himself on an infinite stage, but naturally the wall stage helps his character out a lot.
Big damage boost with the wall combos in play. By the way, these guys are playing for $500.
Yeah,
this first to 7 right here, this round robin.
Oh, every match is a money match.
Every match is a big high-stakes money match. All 3 contestants are going to get a chance to play each other in the first to 7. And the 2 guys with the best scores compiled at the end will face off in an even longer set grand finals with even more money. So it's going to be a long day, plenty of Tekken action to come. So strap in, folks.
And that was wild. Zafina's back. That's got a range of Leo's course forward 1 there a second ago.
That's exactly what I was talking about. Like, you have to worry about that in a matchup like this. Just staying away, especially with AyoRichie, because once he kind of, like, gets your scent, he's literally, like, he's playing a lot more offensive, or he's at least staying in that range to where he can apply.
That's exactly what he's doing, too. We say out there in EU that the first game against AyoRichie is really easy to win. It's about the second game, the third game. The adaptations that he makes, if you go back and watch a lot of his signature wins, he's losing the first game in a lot of those matchups. And the adaptations he goes through, the changes, and just the small ones, like the timing and just how he likes to utilize his lows against his opponent, how he reads their defense as the set goes on. That's one of his biggest strengths that we didn't even get a chance to talk about.
Yeah,
it's like many things
perception and adaptation. He's very good at being able to, even through the loss, he knows why he's losing. He's very conscious of what decisions you made in what situations. And he will take advantage of that in games 2, games 3. My question is, what does that look like game 7, game 8 down the road? I haven't seen it from him.
Ooh, that's one down for 2. Hold on.
That's one way to close it.
Oh, no! We talked about his combos and having one for every situation. Use the blue stuff to keep the pressure. What a block!
Yeah, he needed that one. The wild 10-4 punch with Leo, they're very strong, enough to get the job done. And he's on the board.
Momentum's everything in this game. Could that be just what AyoRichie needed to get back in the first game?
Ooh, caught you peeking. Big counter hit right here.
Maybe not.
Yeah, stuffed that momentum right in the ass.
One more hit for the perfect. He went for it.
Ooh, counter hit.
Okay, this is going to be a huge comeback, but he's got rage. He's not going to spend it here.
Needs 2 more correct guesses, and dropping the combo right there, left some damage on the table. Shadow just needed 1 more hit, and as I said, that first game, you know, if I had to bet my money, it'd probably go to Shadow, but now this is where the set really begins. This is where AyoRichie gets to kind of reflect on what's happened and maybe switch the stage. It's really going to help Leo a lot. Shadow is a patient player. He gets to backdash and space out, defend against his opponent, but now with the walls closing in, and Leo's, you know, even her rage drive gets better. The 4-4-2 with the wall bounce. There are a lot of advantages that Leo can take, you know, put into play now. With the walls, G-Corp helipad, 2 breakable walls, 1 on each side.
Okay, let's see who gets there first. Let's see who takes advantage of it. That endless stage really did benefit Shadow, like we talked about. Leo gets a lot of damage with those walls added to it. These are breakable walls, so let's see how he navigates through this. Let's see how Shadow moves around this stage compared.
Are y'all surprised that he went with Zafina instead of the signature Claudio?
Not really.
Not really.
No, not particularly.
He's been running Zafina as his main almost. And I feel like, personally, I've always thought as Claudio as the main. So every time I see Zafina, I'm like, come on, man, pick the main. But really, Zafina's the one he's been putting in the most work
Yeah, he's
with.
been going to her more consistently, especially recently.
I talk with Shadow a lot, and he does feel like Europe as a region doesn't have many strong Zafina players. The experience might not be there, so with the long set in play, he might use this as an opportunity to kind of gauge the knowledge a bit. There's that optimal play that we talked about.
Showcasing some of the damage boosts that you get with the wall there.
Got to tell Spag to start entering these ICFCs, bro. Put that
the
Zafina
Zafina
on the line, bro.
There's some of the spooky top 5 moves. You can see AyoRichie when he's in that close range like that. Never mind, not going to come into play.
Wait, yo, the repeat offender, multiple lows, a little chip damage with the blue stuff on the wall. Oh, down 4-1. Wow,
challenge.
brave. I'm scared to hit a button right there. Nice spacing already. AyoRichie, and that's exactly what I was talking about. Positioning, gets the launch, not the wall though.
You know, he's been dropping
Couple
combos.
drops.
Yeah, and that's the most peculiar thing about these first 2 games so far.
Might be a little bit nervous, maybe.
It's odd for sure.
But like you said, man, it's not about that first game.
He's got the
This is-
luxury of first to 7 as opposed to first to 2, first to 3, and he's a player that definitely likes to take his time.
Nice small punish there. Speaking of taking his time, Shadow, even though he's at the Life Devils, he's not making crazy guesses on the wall, tries to get something big from that hit, walks
no.
around him using the 3rd dimension. Do you have a combo for this? Something small. Didn't get the kill. Put your back on the wall. AyoRichie, hold on.
I think Shadow did an accidental ground cross up there.
Yeah.
So, didn't work out for him.
Let me get the wall. Ooh.
Wow. Was not a combo, but still got hit with it anyways.
Look at that space. It's just getting out of range of a lot of attacks. AyoRichie.
We're seeing AyoRichie pick up the pace now, throwing out a lot of attacks on his own, and I think that's a sign of how much he doesn't want to have to deal with Shadow's offense as Zafina. He doesn't want to guess like in that situation where she's right in front of your face with a stance, low stance spider, all types of stances, and if you don't have a lot of experience, you don't want to be on the back foot facing these mix-ups.
And that's like one of the things that you have to worry about versus the matchup. I feel like Zafina has definitely become one of those characters. You have to have some XP against it because it's going to be significantly difficult once you get to these higher level players, especially somebody like Shadow.
Can't avoid it.
Yeah, it's really hard.
Yeah, one of the things about the stances too is like Richie's been trying to sidewalk left, which is supposed to be seen right there. Shadow tried to use the homing attack out of the stance too, and he's caught up to twice. That time Richie had to block.
Nice block. Richie's catching on.
Seems like he's learning as he goes.
Yeah. Like you said, man, it's not about that first game.
We get a final round here in game number 2. Shadow and Rage, he could definitely end things with just one hit. That wall's right there. Depending on how he uses the Rage, it could happen really quickly.
Blue stuff coming up.
It's gotta be. He's looking for it. He's waiting for the opportunity. Could it be right here?
There.
He's using the threat of it to land some lows instead. He's chipping it down. They're really close in life now.
And it's almost 10
Good
seconds
block.
left on the clock, and it doesn't matter. Man, we was getting dangerously close to Shadow time. We was right there.
Final round, game 2.
Very, very important round for AyoRichie to even things up. You don't want to fall behind too quickly, no matter how long the set is. Nice. Keep out uppercut. Even better now that it launches crouching. So
Yep.
your opponent does a low hitting move that leaves him in crouching state. You can still get that pickup and combo off of Leo's uppercut.
That was terrifying, by the way. I was really afraid about what was about to happen right there. Nice.
Side wall still is going to get some damage, gets mixed up. That's most important. You don't want to drop the momentum. You don't want to drop the Oki. AyoRichie's looking good here for game 2.
Oh.
Yeah, Shadow, I think he meant it down for 2.
Yeah.
Gets
Caught
the
him.
wall, realignment.
Huge
You gotta
opportunity.
spin that. You gotta spin that. You gotta spin that.
I don't think it's enough.
Is it,
It
not
might
enough?
be.
Nah, low. Life's kind of
think
low.
it's
It
Sliver.
might be. Life's
think he
really
lives.
low.
I think he's dead.
Richie survives.
Oh,
Oh!
he lived.
It's going to be Richie.
Oh, oh.
Richie!
What
Yo, Richie!
Hey, yo.
Sits back in his chair, grabs his chest. He was feeling the tension of the moment there. He probably wanted to use a raise drive, but saw an opportunity to throw out an even quicker mid, anticipating that Shadow might, be reading low from Richie. A lot of players like to just go for the kill, get straight to it, get straight to the point, and yep, it was just one of those simple mix-ups there. Richie just playing it safe. That's one thing he's known, playing it safe. He doesn't like to take risks until he has to.
And speaking of taking a risk, Shadow did take a risk finishing that string right there, right? And he was like, yo, Richie's going to move right here. Richie did move, of course, took his time, gets the match, stays in the game, keeps it close. 1 game apiece already in his first to 7 set.
And Shadow opting not to go to infinite stage here. Interesting choice, too.
Let's start this.
Could be something that he tries later on. Should he fall in the set a little bit?
Oh, there's that jab. That little set jab you got to be careful for. Fishing for something big. Can definitely get a combo off of that. 4. Wow.
Right off the bat, Richie is showing a lot more confidence in mid-range right now. Just with even that round opening.
She's so good at utilizing that back step to actually make moves with. You don't see a lot of layup players using that back both kick stance, and Richie's one of those guys that does it so well. He reads the attacks from his opponent and knows when to throw that out. It's not like Leo can block when she's back there, so you got to make sure you clear the entire attack.
Yeah,
Big counter hit from Shadow here. He's not going to be able to kill.
Peep the combo.
will. He
Yes,
will,
you
actually.
will.
Yeah, he will.
I was about to say peep the combo.
I thought it was going to be a side wall, but got a straightforward wall splat. Shadow knows what to do with those.
He definitely realigned it. He got the wall splat, side step left. Oh, they dancing.
Every round is just up for grabs. Anyone's game every round. You love to see it. Both guys fighting for it too. You know, there's not one guy that's predominantly playing defense. They're both fighting for the momentum, the opportunity to initiate something on their opponent.
Could have been dangerous. Speaking of
Counter.
dangerous,
And that's
big
what
counter.
happens when you got both guys swinging for the fences. You're gonna see a lot of counter hits.
Richie with rage now.
Oh, wow. I thought that was going to be a launch.
Yeah, with rage, super deadly. Watch out. Even from mid-stage, you can create wall splats with that 4-4-2 rage drive.
Coming.
It's coming. It's definitely coming.
Yep, he's using the threat of it to maybe line up a low as well.
Take
9
time.
seconds left. Plenty of time for a situation like this. One more hit for either player.
Blue.
It's Shadow
Time now, time.
Oh,
And he
my
steals it.
God.
Wow.
And
The
the
Shadow
stole it. What? Let's go. Let's go.
Trade, but Shadow just
Let's
enough
go.
life.
That's why it's Shadow time, bro.
Every
I thought
single
Richie
round.
won.
Every single round is so close.
Oh, they in a fight. I'm going to miss this stage, man.
Uh-oh. He swung, wrong time, full combo. This hurts so bad.
Well over half life.
She still has the nade.
Get closer to this wall. And it has not been working out for Richie in that situation. Wait a minute, gets the string, catches Shadow moving. A series of great hits. And there's the magic 4, but the combo drop.
I hate to see it. So many combo drops, uncharacteristic. So that just means it's only going to get better as the set goes on, hopefully.
I mean,
Can't
he
get
still
worse
won the
than that.
round. So,
Yeah. So many dropped opportunities, but yet AyoRichie still very much in the set in the early going.
using these down threes. Oh,
Nice
what
walk.
a walk.
Clean walk around. He's going to take advantage here.
Watch the adjustment. Somehow finds himself with his back to the wall. AyoRichie, what's he got? He's trying to fight his way out of it.
Still life deficit on the side of Shadow. Well, now on the side of Richie, they're
good.
fighting back and forth. Big damage. Hold up. Hold up. Want to
Good
block on the low?
block.
Oh
Blatant,
my God.
blatant low. Blatant low. He's like, you know what? I'm going low.
Yeah. I had he had a round to just throw away, and when it's at least expected moves like that can actually land on high level opponents, like little slow sweeps, super sweep. You see even Arts
It's
and
the
Ash
speed.
do it,
Exactly.
and when he does it and he lands it on his opponents, the look on his face looks like he just
Got
got away
him.
with murder.
He
Yeah,
got him. 'Cause think about it. It's not the fact that like it's such a good move. It's the fact that you get used to playing this pace and you're looking for a move this fast.
It's a deferred expectation. You're looking for a different attack coming at a different timing.
It's also like the more you respect the player, the less you expect to move from them.
Yep. Yeah.
There's no way my opponent's that crazy.
They're not that crazy.
wild. He's not that stupid.
Arslan wouldn't
is he?
use it. Shadow wouldn't use that. Now?
It's also messed up that move has a follow-up, too, that you really can't get too greedy with your punish. You got to settle for something really quick.
Speaking of that, man, the movement that Richie's using to
Beautiful.
get into these ranges is really starting to be shown right now. Wall, big damage.
my God.
To me, it's just confidence. You
Right.
see him now. He's just like way more confident with use of down 1, down 2, CD2 starter, just the mid-range space control.
And okay with doing that because Shadow's not getting anything big from it. Uh-oh, jab
Jab
out.
float.
Off the wall. I still got those? Yo, Richie. Looking for the lows, going for the mid instead. Watch for it. Hey, yo, Richie. Oh, my God, what a sidestep. The low again. Shadow time. Is it time to clock out?
Interrupted the rage
Great cross
drive.
jab.
Oh, my God, another slow-mo. Yo, come on, let's go. Damn, the games are sick. Let's go. Chases the backdash this time. Gets the launcher. Big damage. I'm breaking the wall. We're renovating this bad boy.
splat.
The strings that Shadow is using, even some of these combos, he's definitely been in the lab with some Zafina. Oh, tried to use the power crush, not going to work out. The low goes through it. Approaching with the down 4-1s. AyoRichie in rage right now. Right at 30 seconds left on the clock, but he's fighting back though.
Good return fire after that blocked uppercut. You see, Richie was threatening with a lot of King K now. He's starting to throw in a lot more feints. Not even pressing as much just to try to throw off Shadow's timing. It's also good because he gets free real estate out of it too.
And look at using the stance to low profile the attacks. This is exactly what I was talking about. When we talked about him not picking the Claudio, that's why I was like, this is actually pretty good because he doesn't have to worry about some of these conventional launches coming from Leo. 1+2 counter hit, dead tall.
Yeah, and right before that, Richie had sidewalked the power crush, got the full launch, but again dropped the combo, right? And like it was one of those situations where you got to think like, okay, was this just an off-axis combo drop, or is he still fighting with some sort of nerves here? Because we're a few games into the set now, and he's still dropping combos.
And I mean, and you guys have experienced it. Sometimes like that hit comes so rarely that once you get the combo, that's the time you drop. You're like, oh damn, I needed that, you know. And then you go back to play the neutral for another 30 seconds, waiting for that hit.
In that situation though, is that he had been sidewalking left. He saw the whip. He's like, okay, I can do my launch now. He got the launcher down for 2, pretty standard launcher, right? And then the combo drop like immediately after, right? So a little concerning from my point of view here for Richie. The other thing about this event I realize is that I love all three of these players. Like, all these guys are super nice guys. So I have no one I want to root against here. So this is rough, man.
I mean, just looking at the fact that we have like an offline finale right now for like ICFC with these players that we've been watching. Like we got the VODs where you can just go see their tail all the way up to get to this point. It's just so sick.
Working on all potential 4 rounds straight now for Shadow. Now is the time where you really got to come strong if you're AyoRichie. You saw the player cam after that last match. He was thinking about a lot of things because for the very first time in the set, you know, that was a dominant game from Shadow. 3 straight rounds now on 4, and you can't let your opponent get too much momentum. It's already 3-1. You know, we are playing the 7, but your opponent's just about halfway there. So now you got to come with the adaptations that we've been talking about. You got to bring something new to the game because losing 3 straight rounds is unacceptable.
Oh, and we were talking about the fact that he can change up his combos off axis, and he's still getting these hits, but even more strange scenarios are coming up, and Shadow is taking advantage.
Shadow, he earned that with the first 3 games too. He's been so honed in on Tarantula mid-launch kick.
A lot of those low stances are really giving Richie trouble. He's not able to get out a move in time, and he's trying moves like that aren't going to hit the down 2 instead of maybe like the down 1. Or maybe even a low kick in general. A lot of times you might not be trying to get big damage. You're just trying to get your opponent out of those stances that are giving you a hard time so that you can play something that you're more comfortable with.
Wow.
Man, this is not looking good. Shadow starting to take the lead in this set pretty confidently. 3-1, 2 rounds up in this next game right here.
Shadow's finding that situation a little bit more commonly too, right? Just the plus frames and the scarecrow pressure, and he's getting good, consistent return out of it. Not even going for the really like high risk options.
Even when his back is to the wall. This is what I talk about the old man Tekken. My man Shadow will just stand there.
See him fishing for counter hit with Manticore there.
Wow,
goodness. Under him?
Wow.
Yo, I'm out.
Oh, she nasty.
Yo, the roach scattering under the fridge. He tried to stomp. I was like, no.
And you know, the big difference I'm seeing from Richie right now is that he's going for a lot more lows, and it's something he needs to do because Shadow has been really just letting the lows go.
Yeah. I mean, and the thing is that he's so willing to commit to a stance that it's been getting him out of a lot of trouble. So I can see where he would be a little lenient on doing it, but now it's gotten him in trouble. AyoRichie stops the bleeding, puts a round on the board. He's going to need these next 2 rounds. I feel like he definitely needs these next 2 rounds.
I mean, it was like 6 rounds straight for Shadow at that point. So Richie finally, as you mentioned, stopped the bleeding. Let's see if he can rise momentum a little bit and try to get another game on the board. Otherwise, he's going to be behind 4-1 here.
Oof. Yeah.
Can't keep making the same mistakes like that. Trying moves that aren't going to hit Zafina out of those stances. You need to find something reliable. You need to stick with it instead of just experimenting because the time for trial and error is over.
I was going to say 4-2, down 1. Oh,
low parry's a good choice.
It's unfortunate for Richie that he's just making these mistakes at the most important times. You know, when he's getting hit and when he needs to make something happen, that's when like things go wrong for him. And he's able to just keep whipping.
Punch chase down.
He's chasing a back dash from Leo. Oh, wait a minute.
Something. Plenty of time. What's Shadow going to do, though? Because you know he's about to start up. He's got the rage in his pocket.
He said it's closing time. Start the thing.
Good jab interrupt on the rage drive. Here we go. Final round. Game 5.
This would do wonders for AyoRichie to take this game and keep it competitive. Just got to cut back on the mistakes, particularly when Zafina goes into a lot of her stances. He's doing well so far.
Beautiful.
AyoRichie starting to catch on. Last time we saw Shadow actually chase the backdash right there from the stance, but AyoRichie taking advantage this time. And look at this pressure on the wall.
Basically, if I'm the one that's attacking, my opponent's not going to get a chance to do anything on their own.
It's common
Just
strategy.
keep it up. Big whip goes unpunished. Richie catching some breaks now. They're pretty even on life. Shadow more than healthy enough to make this round a win.
Okay, life lead. AyoRichie side this time.
Leo's combo damage with the walls, though, is so big. I think any launch here is going to be the end.
Oh, speaking
Barring a
of,
drop.
getting close. AyoRichie getting close to closing out this game.
Time might be a factor. AyoRichie has a lot of health that Shadow needs to work on.
And now no rage for Shadow. Richie looking good, but it is Shadow time. 5 seconds to go.
He's chipping. He's
Oh,
chipping. He can do
laying
it.
low.
He can actually do
Oh,
this.
4-2. That's exactly what I was talking about.
There
Okay,
you go.
okay. Taking it back. AyoRichie. Coming back from like the round deficit to steal the match and like
Needed it.
officially.
That
Needed
felt
it.
like a rubber
Officially
match.
stopped,
That felt like a
yeah.
rubber match.
That was important for sure.
All right.
I think that's going to do wonders for keeping his head in the game. Because as a player, you know, you go through these strings of losses, and mentally it starts to kind of wear on you. And at some point, you know, even the strongest willed player might start to doubt themselves at a score of like 4-1. And that's completely different from it being 3-2. At 3-2, you're just one game away. You're just 3 good rounds away from evening things up, kind of right the wrongs that you had committed early in the set. All those whips, all those combo drops.
Yeah.
It could all be rectified if you just win this game.
I mean, he's been getting a lot more consistent with those combos as well. Even the odd off-axis ones. Speaking of odd combos.
That's not the first time Shadow has just done the Manticore string in front of his face and earned the wall for it.
Rich is going for the preemptive punish, thinking that Shadow is going to cut the string short if he's not able to confirm.
But he just commits he's committed like more than 3 times.
It's a
Down
down
one
one.
counter.
Kind of gives him a full combo.
Let me get the wall. Let me get the wall. Oh, no, counter hit. Pick up. The wall saves him. Shadow still in here. Richie stays on the ground. Oh, my God. Another
Oh
oh,
my gosh.
my
come
God,
on.
dude.
Round 2.
I thought the kick was going to hit,
I
man.
thought it was going to hit, too.
That jab's too quick. Shadow starting up. Richie wisely backs up. The down 2s, the down 1s, they're all
Oh,
hitting
wait
now.
a minute. Down for 3 counter hit.
And the switch here.
That position. Down
Good
for 1.
flow.
Float,
Gonna get
yeah.
the wall probably. Just short of it.
Oh, we're there.
Big damage.
Leo and Rage. So far, Richie has not really gotten a lot
Oh,
off of
oh,
Rage
oh,
drive.
oh. Hold this
Shadow
boom
didn't
stuff.
punish down for 2 though, but doesn't matter. Gets the round anyway.
Round 3.
So many times in this set, AyoRichie has fallen in the games 2-0. It makes it so hard to even win the game. The comebacks are very, very difficult. So he's digging himself these holes that are hard to fight out of. He's putting himself in these tough positions.
That was clean.
There's the uppercut buff. Able to pick up those low characters.
Look at the damage
Damn.
too.
Uh-oh. Richie feeling it.
He's got it. He's fighting from behind non-stop, it feels like.
Long way to go, though. In this
Every
game.
time.
No funny
loves the
business.
wall.
Just close it out. Stay clean and move on to the next round, Richie.
Okay. What's in your
The
wallet?
lockdown.
What's in your wallet?
It's finally opened up with the lows. Not shy anymore. You know, Richie's known for just not really using lows. He plays really clean, keeps his opponents locked down, and picks his spots for the lows. But Shadow's a player that will leave himself open to a lot of low attacks.
And it's the spacing, I feel like, from AyoRichie that really helps him where he's not too concerned about the lows. And it's not like you're not getting these clean hit lows, right? Where you're still in danger range. So he's still okay with backing up. And now he's okay with, like, playing the defense. Man, he is using the stance to get out of the range of Zafina. And it is so sick. Nice interruption with the 1-4.
Yeah, it's like Anakin said earlier, using backstep in some opportune moments where he reads stretch from Shadow
I
to
would
be able to try
start
to
the
find a
lows
little.
up. I would go low right here if I was Richie. He's
Yeah.
a little too hesitant.
Definitely. And he's gone and stuck with mids primarily throughout this entire set so far.
Yeah.
And Shadow's like, thank you.
Just don't even need to guess at that point
Wait
for
a minute.
Shadow.
Wait a minute.
How about here? Nope. Shadow's looking
mid.
for it now. You can see him kind of looking for it.
And he got the block anyway. 5 seconds. Richie trying to make the comeback here. 3 of them. 4 of them.
Oh, my God. Oh, man. 4 games on the side of Shadow. Wow.
I mean, it's funny. Like Richie's like forcing, like, I'm gonna do a mid, into a mid, into a mid. You're gonna duck, right? Because I'm never doing lows anyway. Like,
Exactly.
why would he duck?
No, I'm not. I'm not going to duck. You're going to make me hold these blocks. I'm not doing anything until you make me. And Shadow was like, you know what? Now that I know, while standing 4.
Yeah, Richie's giving him a lot of credit. Like, I have this low here, right? So I'm going to do it, right? But he's never doing it. So Shadow's like, why would I respect you if you never do it?
Richie's starting to overcome that hurdle in his mind that he knows he has to just go low. He's like, I can't get mad at anybody other than myself at that end of that last game because I had so many chances, so many down twos, could have just been another low instead. Leo's got a multitude of lows that you can use. We talk about the down back 4 sweep that does a lot of damage, but she's got a lot more than that. The low quarter circle 4-1, the down 4-2 + 3. A lot of these lows, you can just take your pick. Shadow's going to leave his ankles open, so you need to explore those a little bit more.
I like the interrupts. Hold on. Richie.
There you go.
Yeah, it's looking a little bit more natural now. As soon as you said the course of 4-1, see that represent.
These are good lows.
He's been representing it in mid-range. I feel like a lot of times it's just like when it gets compact like that, and when he's establishing his lockdown pressure, he hasn't represented the low threat as much.
I think we need to lower our voices a bit. I feel like he's listening to the coaching. That was a low-heavy round for sure.
Definitely. I mean, I think he probably learned it himself too, just for the final round.
He's had enough.
He was like, yo, you can't keep hitting me in the legs like this, bro.
That's also a longer set thing too, right? We talked about that at the beginning. It's not just about being self-conscious about your opponent's option wheel rotation. You have to be conscious of your own as well.
Exactly.
If you can pick up on the fact like, God damn, this dude just scared me off of doing any kind of low when I have a character with some obscene ones, being awakened to that fact, and especially scoring a big return like this, side switch scenario, wall control now, not going to matter.
Yeah, Den doesn't get to use his spend the rage drive either.
Yeah.
Even if you're not really known for using lows, you got to make it a part of your game. If you're choosing to not do something and eliminating it from your game entirely, your opponent's got a whole part of the game that he doesn't have to worry about. So just planting seeds in their mind that you are willing to go for it, willing to do things, will give them a lot more to think about.
I mean, it's like you have to represent it at least.
You got to. Yep. I think that's something that Richie's been missing so far in the first half of the set. The first round was super promising with all those lows, but it's just been all Shadow so far the following 2 rounds.
Tarantula Torpedo. Shadow's had really, really good defensive sequences too with this micro step guard.
Got him.
KO.
Yeah, caught the sidestep right there. See, the AyoRichie's getting a lot more offensive and like the movement as well. Just use the rage drive. Catches him peeking. Wow.
That's crazy.
And that's why
Zafina, bro.
And that's why Zafina is there and not Claudio right there.
Okay, there we go. It's finally some down 2, down 4.
I get it though. If I'm AyoRichie, it might be a little hard to believe that my opponent is just willingly giving up so many lows, and you're trying to make those adjustments for him in your head. You're like, at some point, this guy's going to start blocking the low, and you just have to learn that you got to keep doing something until it stops working. Nothing that needs to be fixed if it keeps working, so just keep going with these lows. They're working so far. No reason to switch.
That was lucky.
Yeah, that was so lucky because it was a raw sidestep from Shadow, and he committed to the string, so actually got the combo hit right there. So.
Yeah, if Richie hadn't committed to the string there, that
was it. That was it. Oh, big damage.
Early launch and break.
This is the round that matters, though.
Mantis
all that
wall pressure. Slide.
work.
Man, the stacking. Okay, wait a minute.
You can do it here.
Wait a minute. Oh, goes for a raw low this time, thinking Richie was going to commit to the string. Okay, wait a minute.
5-2.
5-2. So 5 out of 7 is like what, like a 77% win rate?
We need pun life here.
We need pun life.
And not Posh Spice. That guy's fired.
Right?
Yeah, he said drastically, bro. Everyone knows it's drastic go down.
Yeah, it's drastic go down. I didn't know what he said after
Drastically go down? What the hell is that?
What's the public
just
school
looking at
education
his
looking like that out there
sunglasses.
in the Philippines, man? Like, what kind of math practice they do? They're on that Common Core stuff. Here we go. Another counter hit Manticore. That attack is the bane of a lot, especially if your character has really, really good chase options and like in a 2D fashion. That's a big stop sign. Counter hit launcher.
Oh, bounce. I still got a combo.
Nice.
We're
Gets
going
on
triple
my
wall.
God.
The caddy corner combo.
If he got it too, rage
Oh.
drive mix time.
What a block.
What a block.
Shadow
50-50
spins the
time.
blue.
Low.
Watch the low and the while standing for Yo Richie.
Anakin told him, bro. Richie was listening.
He needs something, you know. He's running out of time at this point. We keep
Your
saying
true
long set,
colors.
long set, long
Oh,
set.
man.
My true
Anakin's
colors.
true colors
You
showing
Anakin
through.
showing
I
up.
keep switching sides. You never know, whose side I'm gonna be on.
Right.
Yeah, when Anakin starts speaking that British accent, you know whose side he's on.
What I said. Well, time is running out for Richie though. If you lose this game, you're basically gonna phone it in mentally. 6-2, hard to recover from. So it's gotta happen now. I think.
Agreed.
Can't give away this round either.
Yeah, you need this.
You need something to hang your head high on. You need a dominant game. Shadows had plenty of those. There we go. Good block.
I
he's
didn't think that
awake.
was going to kill for a second. Okay, okay.
Fight.
Shame on you for trying to move like that. Twice on me, bro.
Track and move. Catches AyoRichie sidestepping. Playing a lot more precise right here as well.
A lot of aggression from both players early on, but for once we're seeing AyoRichie trying to protect his life bar. Trying to just play it careful and make Shadow earn every single hit.
Oh, speaking of earning a hit, gets
Magic
the counter
for
in.
again.
The moment he starts trying to poke up and start attacking again, he gets caught with a big counter hit. This is going to leave the door open for Shadow. He's going to take this round with a perfect, gain some momentum in this game, and now the comeback's within reach somewhat in game number 8. Uh-oh. I don't like what I'm seeing. Richie might be sitting back a little too passive right now. At some point, you got to take matters into your own hands.
Got to start pressing a little bit. He's
Yes.
definitely been moving into the range where he can, but like it's been so much harder because Shadow's offense is literally, he's playing that, look, I'm going to stop you from even feeling better about it. Gets the pick up. Big combo on the wall. No, the wall.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, wait a minute. Gets the wall splat. Realignment. Double wall combo. Wait a minute. AyoRichie.
Oh,
Yo.
gets hit.
Oh,
crouching? Was he
no.
moving?
Oh,
It doesn't matter. I mean, Richie got that wall spot prior because Shadow was ducking finally, right? So he's got Shadow to start ducking now. Now he's got to capitalize.
Cold red right now, AyoRichie. This is a must-win game.
Launch. Oh my goodness, that should have been down 4-2.
Okay.
Shadow playing patient, waiting for an opportunity. Big
Why is that
counter hits?
Let me get this other wall, though.
And huge return from it, too.
Can you finish
Positioning.
your plate, though? Can you finish this guy off who's known to be just so hard to kill? This is when Shadow's at his best.
AyoRichie staying alive. 3-5. Oh, man.
Huge exhale.
Slow climb back, but that's a start.
Just one at a time, man.
Huge exhale, and like we said earlier, right, it's a lot of that offensive momentum came from really just after establishing down 2 in mid-range like that, just incorporating more lows.
Yeah.
As soon as you start taking more risks with that, like you said, the counter hit sweep leads to a wall scenario where he erases, a significant amount of life. Obviously, it's very easy with Leo with a wall. But he has to be able to do that just to establish some kind of momentum to aid the pressure and make the mid scary.
I feel like up until that game, all the final rounds have gone to Shadow. Shadow's been so good, a lot of times even getting those perfects. So AyoRichie just kind of proved to me right there that chips are on the table when it really matters. You can actually close out a final round situation.
Oh, he's feeling confident
yeah.
right now.
Finally, that's the first time it's worked out this
That's a
entire
game
set. You get into the wall. Finish the game. Oh, AyoRichie, damn, with the perfect.
Damn, man. You just had to bring up the perfects, huh? Look at this.
And that is a sign that Shadow's starting to bite on some lows now.
There's
The
that
walk
movement.
forward?
Yeah, there's that
Yeah.
movement you guys were talking about earlier. That might have ended that last game. The way that ended might have ended up being a bigger game than we thought initially. Just even the confidence in the way he's playing right now.
Walking forward like that really allows you to utilize neutral guard instead of as opposed to dashing forward where you're kind of like running into brick walls, running into attacks. You hold forward, you
Look at
tap
this.
forward, and you let it go when your opponent attacks, and you're going to be able to guard a lot of the things that they throw out.
And people aren't used to that sort of approach, right? So he's like taking a step forward, then jabs. Taking a step forward, then jabs.
Had a big sidewalk that could have led to a combo, but he settled for jabs. Still with a slight life lead here,
Just
gets a
do it.
combo.
Counter hit.
The wall carry is going to be enough. AyoRichie's
you
always
on the
got a
wall?
combo.
No.
He's always got a combo.
Empty jump.
Lower mid, lower mid.
Whoa.
Shadow.
The
Oh.
hop kick.
Wait a minute, the games are open. That was 3. We almost at 3 rounds straight. 2
Right.
for AyoRichie right now. Hold on.
This is as strong as that Richie's been the entire set. This is when he needed it the most, really.
Counter hit,
wow.
though.
That's gonna hurt. Oh, that's gonna hurt.
Just like last game, AyoRichie off to the quick 2 rounds, and Shadow makes
Yo,
a
look at the
comeback.
damage. Hurt like hell. Stagger on the wall. Shadow still has the life lead. AyoRichie needs to. Wow.
What in the world? Did Shadow know? Was he ready?
Does he know?
Uh-oh.
Counter hand.
Good interruption here.
Going for the lows. Knows that if he catches
Wow.
him swinging, he's going to get a full combo off of it.
It's getting crazy.
Those
Pockets.
lows.
I like it.
They're starting to add up. Yeah, they started making a big difference here.
Richie wisely backing up with the low stances. Any space, any breathing room that he can get, he'll take it when Zafina's down there.
The life bar is very close here. Richie has to close this out. I mean, if he doesn't, then we're in a final round situation.
God, I can't believe he sidestepped that. Are you dead?
Yeah.
Of course
Yes,
you're
of
dead.
course he is, yeah.
Oh
That was more
my
Shadow
God.
earning that
man.
than Richie giving away. I mean, Shadow earned that right there with the sidewalk. You don't see that move step and walk that many times. And same as last game. You know, we're in the final round situation. Can AyoRichie clutch up again? Needs it.
Low for low right now.
Now they're patient.
Yeah, no one can make a mistake, especially Richie.
That's an uppercut coming, maybe.
No way.
That's what Richie's looking for.
Yo!
And now
Off the step, too?
I'm on the couch for a reason, brother.
I mean, you're in the finals for a reason. Damn.
Okay. Reliable low
No
kick.
interrupt.
The wall pressure, you got to make it count, Richie.
Down 3.
Good block.
Good block.
Defense coming together now as well.
What
Good
a
low
block. 15 seconds left on the clock. Richie trying to close it out.
This is
Blocks
trouble.
the blue
This is
stuff.
scary. This is
Bad
scary.
news.
Shadow time right here, right now.
Oh,
Richie survived
Block
the time. Time is ticking.
Oh my God.
Time is ticking. 3 seconds.
That can't do
no
it.
way.
Nah.
The Shadow time in favor of Shadow, of course, and now just 1 game away from $500.
Shaking his head,
man.
disbelief, in disgust. He knew he had it.
I mean,
knew
he was
had
up
it.
2 rounds there, right? It was looking so good.
And I feel like what we saw, the difference there is like Shadow was like, oh, you're getting offensive, right? Let me pump the brakes real quick. And it really kind of played out. But it also gave AyoRichie that confidence to be a lot more active. But that's how you saw those counter hits add up. That's how you saw that sidestep actually add up for Shadow as well, where he got that big rage drive. But here we go.
The last round started off so well for Richie. He had a big life lead, but one thing that players do when they have big life leads in clutch final round situations is they start to sit on it. And against Shadow, that's a player that's when he activates his offense. You know, he's known for backing up, playing defense, but when he needs to close the life lead and he needs to do it in the final round, he will do it. He has plays. He has things that he had never done in the set before, and he knows what's going to land and what's probably most effective against his opponent. That's why you can't let him get started. You kind of also have to play counterintuitive. You have to do what your gut tells you not to do and just kind of finish off that defensive player.
Double wall? You ain't going to break the third one. Oh, okay, I was about to say.
He tried.
Oh my
Bruh,
goodness.
that would drive me crazy, dude.
I mean,
What
it
a
does.
sidewalk, clean walk around.
The camera
Cameraman.
angles.
Who you working for? Are you from the EU as well? Hold on, man.
Slid him a couple, we slid him a couple quid, you know what I'm saying?
Round 2. Fight.
Ooh, yeah, I was wondering when we were going to start seeing. I just wasn't sure how effective it would be.
Already round 2, we're close to that balcony break.
Shadow taking his time. What a whip. Tries to go for the punish. Did not work out. Life still pretty close right now. Shadow with the lead, though. Whoa.
Oh,
Damn.
little buff, little add-on. They gave Leo there.
Little quick sidestep from Shadow. Low parry coming from AyoRichie. Ah, yeah. A little too much.
A lot of times when we see AyoRichie build some momentum, that 1+2 from Shadow comes out right on time, catch a big counter hit, big combo, but Leo's not out of this round just yet. Got the rage. We haven't seen a lot of rage drives hitting this set, I will say that.
The compact play from AyoRichie adding up.
Round 3.
Yeah, great keep out choice there from Shadow. Not that we've seen drop much of this set either.
Nice 1-4 touch, and he's, again, just using a lot of crouch dash just to be able to cover real estate, find some wall. Pressure there, but of course, Shadow stepping off. Back to center stage.
Oh,
Dawson
counter
swipe, counter hit
hit.
down one.
Let me get the wall. I
Right
said,
on
let me
it.
get the wall. Let me get the wall, though. Oh, wait a minute. AyoRichie. Ayo.
He's not giving up on himself,
He's
that's
not.
for sure.
Fight.
6'3", looks kind of grim, but if anybody can do
Yikes.
it, and everyone is going to believe in himself, is this man AyoRichie.
And we're downstairs outside.
Oh, what a sidestep. Didn't do anything with it, though, but he does take back the offense. AyoRichie. What the? Come on, bro.
Richie's like, you won't stay in stance.
The worst time to do any type of high move right there.
Exactly.
Set point coming up for Shadow right now.
Fight.
This is it. Shadow knows what he needs to do. He needs to be in Richie's face, in a stance, mixing things up, confusing his opponent. Oh,
Heat charge?
how's that for confusion?
Wait, I'm confused.
Oh,
And again, counter hit Manticore.
He's opening up the playbook. That's what it is.
you got to go deeper into the. He's
Yep.
like, you know what? You're playing really good
Low and
defense
again,
right
that
now.
mid-strike kick out of Tarantula.
Jab out of the air. Wait a minute. AyoRichie not able to make anything come from it, though.
It hurts
And that
to
is going
see.
to hurt.
Shadow looking good. He's still got the life lead, even though Richie's coming back right now. They're about even right
It's about
now.
even now.
Inching his way forward back into this game.
See Shadow just holding back, too.
Yeah. I think Shadow knows what he wants to do. He just has to find the opportunity.
Is he trying
That's
to
what he's
style
looking
on?
for.
Oh, dead.
No, sir, not dead. Good
Hey.
patience. Richie recognized that that wake-up kick was an option. Dashed up, waited for it, looked for it, blocked correctly, and he's on the board still. 6-4 now.
My
Manages to escape with his life still intact.
He's crawling out of the grave
Yeah.
right now, bro. Where's all
He's
this
climbing out
dirt
of that
coming
hole
from?
like in Batman.
Right? Where's all this dirt coming from? Oh, no walls. Wait a minute.
Yeah, we wondered why Shadow didn't go straight to it after that first loss, and this was the reason why. He's waiting for when he really needs it. When he's got that one game left. Now he pulls out his trump card, his secret weapon, the infinite stage.
Round 1.
Yeah, I'm surprised that we didn't see the stage become a bigger conversation throughout the set anyway. It's definitely going to become one in the when especially when Al plays Richie, for sure.
I'm thinking maybe he didn't want to let AyoRichie get too accustomed to playing on this map and developing a sound game plan, and he's looking to mix things up at the last second
At the end
when he
it-
doesn't expect
Yeah,
it.
when you can punch it in.
I mean, and if you look at it, like Shadow kept going back to the laboratory stage, right? So a big stage still has walls. I mean, still gave the opportunity to AyoRichie. But now we're back on this spot where Shadow can literally just play the lane game the entire time. Force Richie to kind of like,
Force Richie to chase.
Yep.
And of course, you already know about the interception options that she has.
Yep.
Manticore, how many counter hit Manticores have we seen just be a party starter for him?
wait a minute, wait a minute.
okay.
AyoRichie, though, hold on.
Anyone's game if Richie can manage to win this game right here. And he's not going to be a stranger to playing on Infinite Stage. It's not like he's not going to know what to do. We see a lot of matches played on this stage out there in EU every Wednesday.
Nice, good down four checks. Get out Tarantula.
Counter
Oh
hit.
my goodness.
Shadow's new favorite toy. He's been using that a lot to jab into the counter hit.
Yeah, we saw him like fishing for it a little earlier as well. Oh, nice sidewalk, the third dimension.
The nice thing about that, you usually see a sidewalk to a whiff punish, right? He went for like a counter hit fishing opportunity there.
Next combo wins. Both players know that, so they're going to be avoiding all launchers possible. Time is starting to wind down. Playing at this pace, not that many hits are being landed.
Wow. Soon as you said not that many hits.
You only need
wrong
one
launch.
hit when you've only got that much life remaining.
He hasn't
just
even
one
been
hit.
using it.
Yeah,
down for two.
that might have been the first time the whole set.
Fight.
No, it was 100%.
And that's the way you want to use Zafina too, to like just beat a jab like that.
And he's been like extremely evasive, right? Even on the sidestepping side of it. So the fact that that's the first time we've seen it and it worked out the first time kind of goes back to what Anakin was saying, man. He knows what he wants to do, just looking for the spot to do it. Offense adding up. Shadow.
I think at this point in the set, both players kind of know what they need to do. It's all about finding the spacing, the opportunities to make the most of
Down
it.
two lockdown. Richie went to CD1 after both times. Shadow had a good answer. No answer the first time, good answer the second time.
Speaking of answers.
Finds the back and
Third
finds the
hit.
finish. Shadow 20Z set point here for the first ICFC championship in the first set.
$500 points, $500 round, 2 chances to win it as well. Richie's going to have to win 2 straight just to stay alive, but if he does that, it's going to be 5-6, super close. Anyone's game? One round at a time.
Wait a minute. Yo.
Big low stomp.
Yo.
Uh-huh.
Yo, it's adding up.
This is what you need to be doing the entire set.
It's not too late.
Wait a minute, counter hit.
Finish your plate, Richie. Shadow might know he's thirsting.
Nice. Nice
Not-
little quick side step.
Final round though. This is where Shadow's been so strong. This could be it for the set. First of the round robin matches here today.
Dash down 4 in range.
Oh, they trade, and I still get a
Conversion.
combo. AyoRichie. Okay. Slidey.
Lows, huh?
I like this pace that AyoRichie's playing at in the perfect spacing. Down 4-2. Not dead, but you're in dire straits right now. Shadow. This could close out the entire set if Shadow can bring back this round.
Richie's gotta be careful.
He's trying to extend the round.
He's got to be careful.
He should try to look to throw out attacks though.
That beautiful block on the down three. Yeah, I mean, the rage grab was scary as a threat. 13 seconds time winding down there was more in Richie's favor, so well done.
Yo.
Straight into the rematch.
The set, though. This set is going crazy right now. It's 6-5. AyoRichie is still fighting right now.
Refuses to die.
Refuses to die.
Fight.
And now to tie it up. Opportunity.
Man, that's crazy. It feels like he's been fighting on the back foot the whole time,
Yeah.
but it's actually way closer than that.
So many rounds of the set have been decided by whoever gets that first big moment, first big counter hit, first big launch. Shadow, it's been that 1+2, and with Richie, it's been to keep out uppercuts. And I think we've reached a point where they both kind of know that about each other. They know what to do, know what they need to avoid, and what they need to aim for. They're both just looking for that first big moment of the round.
And now you see Shadow getting a little more active with the movement, too.
And until then, it's anyone's game. You know, those moments haven't happened yet this round. They've just been chipping each other.
Yo, Richie.
Hey, yo.
Alrighty.
Round 2. Fight.
2 more. Seeing a nice mixture of mids and lows now
Yeah,
from
down
Richie.
2 lockdown.
And
not-
those
not
lows
shy
are adding
anymore.
up like crazy. And look at that. Almost a half-life lead right here for AyoRichie.
Counter
Combo.
trade.
No.
Went for it. The thing is, Shadow's likely not gonna adapt. He's just gonna stay giving up the ankles, I think.
I think
And
so.
if Richie can realize that and continue to pump those lows,
I don't think Richie believes it.
Yeah.
it's hard to just get down. you know?
Especially there. Like, when he's doing that, like, it's so much harder for you to, like, be like, you know what, I'm just going to go in and do a
Yeah,
low.
every player at some point is just gonna have had enough. They're gonna go hop kick in. They're gonna go searching for those low parries, and you just gotta learn that about Shadow. Is that's something that Shadow's content on giving up and dying on.
10 seconds now. Rage mode for Richie.
Ooh. Oh, that was a 10 streak?
Oh,
Oh,
double
God. He got that? It goes straight in the rage arch. Hey,
Smart.
yo!
Smart choice there. Good conversion. Hits the combo when he needs it. And now looking to tie things up. 1 round away from tying it up 6 apiece.
Oh,
Now the lows
repeat
coming out.
offender?
Okay.
My man doing it. You can go to jail for that, man.
He knows he's kind of somewhat in Shadow's head
Bong.
after that last round, especially. You're looking great here.
Felt like the first 5 games we were talking about the lows, right? Now he's just bringing them all out in this one round.
I mean, think about it as the long play, right? Like, yo, I'm going to give him 10 games with no lows.
No lows, and then-
we're hitting all the lows.
The long con.
Wait till it matters to tie it up and be like, yo, every low I have.
Right?
That's how it goes, man. Strategizing how you want to play your game throughout, all games in a long set.
Trade on the counter to the throw.
Oh, dead.
It's very important, critical to your success on how you plan around the things you're going to do in the set.
That's something, I mean, you talked about it in the beginning, right? It's like the difference between a first to 2, first to 3, the difference between how watching Richie play in that format versus this format where it's much longer. Having that kind of
beautiful.
strategy difference.
Oh.
Clean sidewalk
Why
around.
do you have
Oh,
a
Richie
combo?
shaking his head. He didn't like that one bit.
Oh, wait. Another chance of life. Combo drop on Shadow's side. AyoRichie gets
Doesn't
hit
matter.
by a counter hit, and this is going to take us.
Here we go.
Another
Where?
set point. Another
Where?
set point.
Here we go, y'all. Final round. This is it.
Yo! Oh, let's go. Hold on.
$500 or we're tying it up.
Oh,
Launch that.
down 3. The Broadway slide. It is not working out right now for AyoRichie.
Yeah, Shadow's going to stance. He's like, this has been working. I'm going back to it.
There it is. Wow.
Huge lead.
Richie trying to stay patient, but it's costing already so much
kick!
health.
The first one the whole set.
America.
Shadow 20Z. 7-5. Hell of a set over AyoRichie from the
Jesus,
UK.
that was
Amazing
a set,
set.
though. All right, gentlemen. Okay, gentlemen. AyoRichie not going quietly into the night. He's like, you can't make me leave.
That
I'm
was
trying
awesome.
to stay.
The way it evolved too. That's like what my expectation of is when I want to watch a long set in Tekken like this.
Yes.
You know, and it was a treat, especially because Richie. I feel like I don't see that too often from him outside of like ranked gameplay or something like that maybe. But in this kind of scenario where it's a long set, like we said, seeing the strategy evolve through it, is that something that he sat down and thought at first? Like, just seal the lows for Tekken.
Right.
Just seal the.
We gonna seal him until game 9. we're gonna leave him on the back end until game 9.
Again, in that final game, Richie was up 2 rounds, right? So Shadow just, if those other games that were 2-0 in Richie's favor had gone to Richie, then Richie wins the set, basically, right? So Shadow, those clutch comebacks actually counted towards the end of it.
I mean, if you go back to those first games where, like, Richie had, like, some combos that were very pivotal that didn't go his way because whether it be a drop, whether it's nerves, or just him being prepared for it or not. But, like, that really did change out how this set went because, like you said before, if those other 2 games went Richie's way, we could be having a different result right now. But the winner, as you see behind us, Shadow 20Z takes the set, and a good set at that. That was some damn good Tekken, I'm going to tell you right now. And we already letting you guys know this is a round robin. $500 was on the line for that, and it was all first to 7. So it was just a great set to see overall.
Was there anything that stood out to you guys?
Yeah, it was that